So let's say you're a relatively new Geometry Dash creator and you want to build something in the modernistic style. You build something that looks like this, and honestly, you think the block looks not all that bad. But then you might show it to Discord and people will, let's just say, not have great hopes for your future. So in this video, I'm going to show you some tips for actually creating good modern block design, including some things not to do to avoid some possible design mistakes. Enjoy. Okay, so fair warning, I completely forgot to write a script for this part, so I'm just gonna kind of do this live while I'm talking. So first off, let's just get rid of this piece of crappy junk or whatever, and I'm gonna kind of break this video down into like multiple steps. So the first step is the shape. So you could just leave it as a square or any like quadrilateral, or you can make it more interesting and actually make it so that's not a square. So the area highlighted in this like grid right here is part 1, or it's like the actual like shape, and then this area highlighted in number 2 is just like empty space. This is just kind of like a template basically. So right here, I just added some lines right here. I made it more interesting by adding like this part like cut off. Yeah, you can make your lines whatever thickness you want. You can basically do whatever, but the shape is always the starting point basically for this like block. Yeah, I mean that could kind of work. Like this block is connected to this block in a way. Yeah, cool. Hey, so this is future Nikai here, and I realized that I forgot to include some important things about using outlines to shape your blocks. So we're just gonna go over a couple of these things right now. There's actually one con to doing this, and that is you can't rotate this. See, I'm clicking the rotate button and there's no like slider that shows up. So if you were to like want to add rotation to your movements with the block design, then that will unfortunately not be possible. A solution for this is to just not add any outlines. Like with this block design right here has no outlines, and you can still rotate it like so. But there is still a way to add outlines to this. That is to just use one of these like 3D like tiles, or you could just use this square right here as well, but I would prefer to use this because it's already thinner, and just warp it so that it's has the same thickness as this, and then you can add it to like this block design right here, and you should be able to rotate it just fine. So yeah, anyways, back to my past self. So next step is it's color time. Yay. So I'm going to choose 3 colors for my block design. Now I do have to mention it's very important to learn about like color theory and stuff. You'll see what I mean in a second. It's going to play a huge part in selecting our colors. So if you're having trouble finding what colors you want to use for your block design, you could go to this website called Coolers. It's a very tacky name, but basically it will generate 5 random colors for you to use, or you could click in between the colors and it will generate a new color that will be, I don't know, both of the colors like combined together. And you can keep on like generating more and more color palettes. There's really no limit to how much you can create, which is honestly kind of cool. Right now, I'm going to select the colors I'm going to use. So I'm going to probably do like probably a rose color, maybe like a lime yellow type color, and then probably for the last color I'm going to make it like a desaturated blue, maybe like this right here. So yay, that's my color palette. Now with these 3 colors, we're going to add different values of brightness, and we're actually going to hue shift them according to color theory. You could not hue shift them, they will still look good, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to do that just so you can get an idea of how to do that. I'm going to copy this color, assign it to a new color, and then make it a little bit like brighter. And I'm going to do the same thing with color 11 as well as color 12. Okay, so there we have it. I changed the background just to a solid color just so you can see what I've done. I've just created like different brighter values of each of the colors. But now for the darker colors, we're actually going to be just adjusting the brightness of them. Just a little bit. So like to that color maybe. You want basically this to be kind of like the medium of both this color and this color, if that makes any sense. Oh yeah, and I completely forgot to hue shift this a little bit. Yeah, there we go. This is basically what color theory does. This will look a little bit more like red than this one, because this appears more pink. But yeah, I'm gonna do that for all this, and yeah, cue the time lapse, yay. It's probably gonna be like 2 minutes, but I don't care. Okay, so there we go. These are basically my colors. They're not perfect, but this should hopefully give you a good idea of how color theory works and what colors you could use to probably make your block design actually look cool. You could still just make it monochromatic like I did in my first feature level, Modern Mayhem. I just didn't really feel comfortable coming up with a lot of colors, so I just usually just went with one. But then as the level progresses, more and more colors appear, so yeah, there you have it. But now it's time to, look at a color palette that actually looks complete trash. Yeah, I tried my best to come up with like the worst crap possible, but this is honestly, these are trash colors. Like, just honestly, like, go to Coolers, come up with good color palettes to use, and you should be cruising. Alright, next step, line thickness. So this is a thin line and this is a thick line. Now, why is line thickness actually extremely important, you might be wondering? Well, just take a look at this example right here. This block design looks poop, and this block design looks not poop. And that's because the line thickness here actually works, whereas this doesn't. This white color is extremely different from this pink color, and you want it to be extremely thin. So basically a good rule of thumb is if you have like a background right here, the thinner the line, the more it has to stand out from the background. So what this means is that the darkness of this line will make up for the thinness, and the same thing with this one. And that's really about it, honestly. There's one more thing I need to mention, and that's a bonus tip. Yeah, as you can see, I have a 2x2 template, which I will use. And I'm going to insert one of these 3D objects that are found like in this tab right here. I'm just going to move it up a little bit. Give it color 1 so it's like solid white. Warp it so that it covers the entire template. Why am I not selecting this? What the hell is going on? Oh, because I have this mod installed where I can like lock my layers. Silly me. But yeah, I'm just gonna warp it to like that size, and then copy it, and then rotate it, and then put it right here so that these corners are like squares. Now I'm gonna take these circle objects right here, and then just scale them up so that they can fit the corners well enough. Actually, no, I'm not going to use this object because, as you can see, looks pretty blurry, so I'm going to use this object instead, where it's more high quality. And there we go. It doesn't look perfect. There's like a little bit of like pixel inconsistencies right here. Now I'm actually going to add like an outline to this. So I'm going to scale this up a little bit, and then put it on a layer below it, and just give it color 12, sure. But here's where it's actually important. These circles are actually now bigger than these circles right here, so what we need to do is delete this first. Come on, just delete the purple circles, then take this white circle, give it the same value as this, and just put it right there, just so that these circles will be consistent. You might have to also like adjust the width of the squares as well, just so that they can, fit in. But yeah, there we go. Nice simple round block with some round like edges. So yeah, that's kind of cool, like almost like Photoshop almost. Those are just all the tips I wanted to show. Now let's actually just show like a time lapse of me actually making a simple block, and then I'll move on to like a more complex block. So let's start off with the simple block first. And here's the result. I'm not particularly proud of what I've made, but hopefully this should give you an idea of what you can do with the tips I've showed you. I overall think the outline thickness, it looks pretty good. And yeah, that's all there is to it. I'm gonna probably do another like more complex block design over here with the same color palette used right here. So let's get crack-a-lacking on that. Okay, so I finally finished this block design. It took me probably about 20 minutes to make, just to fiddle around with everything. It's pretty slow, but overall I'm really happy with the result. I think that this looks a lot better than this one, not just because of all the detail, but because I think the colors look a lot better. This does use the same color palette, but I just don't like how this red part looks like darker. What I just mean is that I just wish that this was a little bit lighter, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, this is just, you know, a quick tutorial on how to make a modern block design. I'm really sorry if I happen to yap a lot and if I sound a little bit autistic, but I just never really made a video like this before, so let me know what y'all think. And I don't have an outro for any of these videos, so I might as well just end the video right now.